to see you guys. It's like Christmas is coming to a close. I always say that I'm look forward to this like I look forward to Christmas every year. And now it's like the time the presents are open, and you know we still got our family around, so we're going to enjoy every last bit of this. And you guys excited to see this next guy, Kevin? There's not a whole lot of people you can say have two big hit movies so far this year, but King of the Planet of the Apes, Abigail, right? And he's about to direct his first movie, which we're going to talk about, which is so cool. And we got a lot going on. Oh, and I didn't introduce myself. I'm Paul Salfin, and I'm going to be your moderator today. And yeah, hi. And just so you know, I got a new book called Going For It, and it comes out this week. So people have been asking about it, and I've been failing on my promotion. So here we are, going for it. All right, so here we go. Big round of applause, Texas round of applause for the one, the only, Kevin Durant. Oh, he's filming.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
What a great way to start out the panel. How are you?
I am awesome.
Yes. You are awesome. You know, everybody here has just been saying how wonderful it is to see you here because you've been so friendly to the fans. It's your first convention, and you're giving people kind of lines from the movies to people, and just bringing a smile to our faces. So we're happy as anything to have you here.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that probably when I was younger, I was dealing with a lot more anxiety. I would be nervous to come and do something like this, but I guess age has been good to me, and so it allows me to get to come and see you all face to face and let you know how much it means to me that you guys come out to the theaters and watch me on TV, and it's it really warms my heart. So thank you so much.
Yeah, two movies like I said, Abigail, and what a blessing. But this is something that we were just talking about, that you kind of you've been trying to do good things and be good to people, and it comes back to you.
Yeah, I not in a definitive way, but I do really believe in karma in the sense that what you put out is what you get back, and I feel like it's been very obvious to me that the more I kind of work on myself as a person, the better the characters are getting, because maybe I wasn't receptive to all the things that I'm receptive to now, so it's all about coming through with these humans and vanilla pics.
And I heard you doing line movies. You got a lot, right? Come here. What do people usually ask you to say?
What a wonderful day. Apes together strong.
And Abigail was fun because we got to see you do got to see you loosen up and see the really fun side. And that looked like it was just fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. That character initially was supposed to be from Louisiana, and so I had that accent ready to go. Then I kind of suggested to the guys, parce que moi je suis Canadien français, I'm French Canadian. Thank you very much. And I said, I think if you let me play French Canadian, because Montreal also has is known for a lot. They've got theirs dude, I'm an ex-hockey player. He was breaking people's faces on the ice, and I never loved to do it, but he was good at it, and the mob bosses took him on after his career was done. And so I was like, a lot of that rings true to me if I could just play that. And then this lightness came out in me, and it became really fun and silly. I thought her name was that big.
I love it. And then, of course, we got to get some promo videos. You're about to direct your first movie.
It's funny. I started playing hockey. I was about 2.5, and I thought so it's funny. So that my autograph that I've been doing at the booth, it's like I've been working on that autograph since I was a child because I thought I was going to be the greatest hockey player who ever lived. It had nothing to do with my current job because my current job felt like that was really far-fetched. There's a better chance that I would be a hockey player than actually be what I really wanted to be, was to be a character actor who gets to disappear into my characters, and that was always the greatest kind of turn on for me. Yeah, this character had been following me around for years and years. I always wondered who I would have been if I had continued playing hockey. I eventually wrote this story of who I thought I may have become, and it took me 14 years to write, and I finally just got it exactly where it needs to be. So we've gone to jam for the year. So cool.
I always love passing it over to the questions from the audience, from the fans, because you guys have the best questions. No one loves these movies more than you guys. And I think we don't have we do have.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. And
your hand was so nice and high. I have to give it to you first.
Now, also, if you guys can introduce yourselves and come up, just so you know who you are. Yay! All right. Yeah. So just say who you are, and let's get some good questions. It's gonna be fun.
Hi, I'm from here, as one hockey fan to another, right at market and the NHL playoff. But you are a hockey player.
Hello?
Who do you think is going to win the cup?
I think that Dallas has the best. I really do, but you guys have to get through Florida, and they're really gutsy. They're
I'm
so
also a Bruins fan, so I'm not happy about that.
they're really tough, and to be led by Matthew Tkachuk, who's probably, I think, one of the best all around. Like, he's so gritty and skillful. Like, if you guys get through Tkachuk and company, yeah. Awesome.
Love it.
Hockey question. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh my God! If I wear it, my French Canadians will. I can't wear it. Yeah. I can't wear it.
Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
So, as I was telling you yesterday, I think the best part about really was laughing the entire time through. Do you think maybe there's any way that if they make a sequel that somehow your character will have made it? Or what? To give us a fun story from the movie.
Catherine Newton did a job on me. She went in like 3 or 4 times to munch down more on that. Yeah. I'm strong God. Yeah. It's like the 2 movies I did this year. People are like, did you? Spoiler alert. I don't know that Peter would come back after that, but I do know that whole gang, and the radio sounds guys, like Matt and Tyler, we all work with them. And we keep telling each other, it's like, this will be another one. I don't think it's necessarily Abigail, but like, I was like, I want to do all your movies, and then Tyler said, well then we want you to do 100 movies with us. And I was like, I'll do 100 movies with you, because I want to live as long as I possibly can, as long as I'm being super fit, so that I can have my daughters with long gray hair one day. So if I, and one of the things that will keep me alive is getting to play characters, because it keeps me sane. So there's a good chance that I'll work with him for sure, because we love each other. I'm Peach.
We loved you and Abigail. Your characters are one of our favorites. We're just wondering, what was the funniest moment on set filming Abigail?
Funniest to me, because that's kind of subjective. So the funniest moment to me was like almost every day. Because I'm a jerk. There was this, you see it briefly in the movie, but there's this giant taxidermy bear. I don't know if anyone remembers it. So I would hide behind the bear. And we had this amazing AD, Alex, and she's from Ireland. She's the sweetest, funniest, but I could literally go, hey, and she would just be like, so I would hide behind the bear, and I would wait for her to turn around the corner and just go, that was the funniest to me. It wasn't the funniest to her, though.
Hello, my name is Quentin.
Quentin?
Yes.
How are you, Quentin?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I met you already, Quentin.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I wanted to ask you, as an actor, coming into the experience and having worked with mocap is way different than like working on set and like in costume like you did with Excellent Origin. I mean, what was it like working in mocap?
It started off me thinking, oh man, am I going to be imprisoned by this whole thing, this technology? And then it ended up being the absolute opposite. We did all this work for 4 weeks leading up to, I think I had 5 weeks before I went to camera, so every day, just working, learning about the anatomical, biological, physiological differences between my body and the bonobo. So it all informed the way that I moved. I thought about the trachea, how different the throat was, and how different the facial bones were, and how it resonated, and all this stuff kind of came into it. So once I figured that all out, I was just able to completely be that and not get stuck in the prison by my own vanity, because we're all vanity, right? I mean, like I wake up in the morning and some days I'm like, how do you do? I look in the mirror and say, what's going on? But a lot of the time, probably most of the time, I'm like, oh God. And so when you're on camera, no matter how deep you're in character, it's like, it's hard to escape it sometimes, that human event. But this one, I was gone. I was boxing, and I was completely immersed, and so I would love to do it again. I would love it. And they know, as I keep telling you, everyone loves Proximus. Come on! Come back, yeah. Thanks, brother. Thanks, man.
Put it out there.
Put it out.
How you doing? I'm Abel.
Hi, Abel. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm great, man.
Now I want to know, what genre were you acting in more? action or horror? Honestly, genre doesn't matter to me at all. What matters to me is execution, like story and execution. So if I read it and have a visceral reaction, like I don't specifically look for any type of genre. I just kind of, stories with me. I always have, and then on top of that, I love windows of opportunity to get when I see a character and I'm like, oh, okay, I know what I want to do next. I've never gotten to do anything like that, to think like that, to execute life that way. And then I start working on the physical. So it's like it doesn't really it doesn't matter what genre, just quality, hopefully.
So if the story is good, you'll be in it, not if it's horror or suspense.
Hell yeah. Hell
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cody.
Hi, Cody.
From Texas. I've been really happy to see you like out big this year because of the fact that you were part of one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, which was Austin Powers, The Spy.
Oh my God.
Which I think is one of the funniest movies ever made.
Yay.
And I was just wondering if you had any stories about like how you got in that film or when you were shooting the scene.
Dude, I'm a small town Canadian boy. And when the director that had directed me in Mystery Alaska, and he knew that I had moved to LA, and he called me up and said, "You want to come down and play with me and Mike?" And I was like, Mike Myers is like such a, I had him on such a high pedestal. And so I went down there and I was a little nervous, and Mike just greeted me with open arms. And he was like, "You're so good at mystery." And because they come with me. And he took me under his wing, and he just kind of saw the journey for me. Like he was like, he was like prepping me for like this crazy stardom that I was like, it never folded out the way that he was talking. But it's a long life, and I constantly try to get better and better. So now I'm really fully leaning in for the first time in my career. So who knows? But Mike takes me into the studio and he's like, "Hey man, this is Heather." And Heather's sitting on this box and she's kind of leaning over her really awesome suit that I was like, "Oh my God, hi!" And then we just played and had fun. But yeah, Mike was so kind to me. So I always remembered that. I got to be like that. I got to be like that with everybody. Not that I'm kind of a nice guy. Not bragging. What's that?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For the rest of the week.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hi, I'm Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hi. I just wanted to say, I'm really glad that you're getting these bigger roles and stuff now. I've been watching you on television, and, in your smaller roles in movies, I really love character actors. My favorite kind of actors are character actors and voice actors who I think they don't get a lot of credit they deserve. Character actors, it's in the name. You add a lot more characters to the movie that people will really kind of give you credit for. You add so much more, you got the headline stars and everything with the faces, but the movies really wouldn't work without you guys as much. But anyways, I was going to ask you about the local cat performance, but you already asked that. So I'll just say, I do think Red and Digital was probably the best special effects studio working today. Could you talk a little bit about your role in the upcoming Naked Gun review?
Yeah. There's not a lot to say other than, this was my hair in that movie. no, thank you. My wife was like, it's really funny because I took a picture and she was like, oh, come home. Thank you. I was born with this color hair. I actually was. Like, I was a white blonde, and then as I got older, it got brown, and then it kind of went white, so I dyed the crap out of it for the last 20 years, and then, yeah, anyways, let's just talk about my hair. Yeah, I'm kind of like a, 90s kind of villain. His name is Gustafsson, and he's just kind of ridiculous. It's fun, and getting to be with Liam Neeson, he's just such an incredible class act. And I couldn't believe I was doing my physical, and then they said, "Hey, you want to meet Liam in fight rehearsal?" And I was like, "I don't want to bother him." Let's go, just come here, and they put me around the corner, and all of a sudden I go, "Come to the ring," and I was like. He came over and shook my hand and said this stuff that I was like, I was still, how do you know who the hell I am? But I forget that I've been around for a while, I guess. The Thunder Bay kid comes out every once in a while, I'm like, Liam Neeson. And we talked for like 30 minutes, and I was like, wow, Liam Neeson's my best friend. He doesn't know it yet, but we're best friends.
Okay, one quick one. You probably can't answer it, but I'm going to ask you this. Is the water Deadpool or
Nope. Ryan Reynolds did not give me the call.
Thank you.
I would have. Whatever. Thanks, brother.
Liam Neeson is such a nice guy. He's the best. Liam Neeson.
Oh, he is. And you know what, Ryan and he are good, by the way. Yeah. But Liam is, I don't know. Yeah, we're best friends.
Hello, Kevin. My name is Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
My question kind of piggybacks off the previous one. You're great in the Apes movie. You really bring Proximus to life.
Thank you.
What, if anything, attracted you to that role and made you want to do the motion capture?
The original Planet of the Apes in 1968. I was born in yeah, seriously. I was born in 74, so around 1980, it was on TV, and the apes were talking on TV, and it scared the living bejesus out of me. And I was hiding behind the couch, and then my mom noticed that I was crying behind the couch, kind of peeking over, and she went to change the channel because I was like, no, don't change it! And I couldn't look because I couldn't look away, but it was also freaking me out. And then she explained to me that they were actors, and then I was like, Sony does that as a job? Cool. And I think the seed was planted. So when I called mom and told her that I was going to be the king of Planet of the Apes, she started laughing so hard and she was like crying with laughter. I was like, what is going on? And she just goes, you're finally perfectly cast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then on another note, last time I had my hair like this was when I played Blob. And I got on FaceTime, sorry, and my mom, look at me, I got the full thing. I was like 900 pounds. And she started laughing so hard because my dad would always make fun of her weight. But then at that time, he had gotten a little heavy. And he has really light hair. And then finally, when she stopped laughing, she said, you look just like your father.
Mom roast.
Hi, Kevin. My name is Ben.
What's up, man?
And I wanted to ask about the Swamp Thing series because I'm a huge fan of the character and I thought it was a perfect rendition of your character, Dr. Woodrow, was amazing.
Thank you.
And can you tell me a story about the set of The Swamp Thing? I'm so sad you didn't get to continue what happened to that character. I would love to continue singing that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that character was, it's interesting because he was, super OCD. And it was interesting because I was going through a major bout of my anxiety and OCD, and I couldn't leave my apartment at the time. And so I would go to set, and I just understood him so much. And I'm OCD, so like all that dialogue was stuff that I really didn't understand. So I set out to understand it. And when I got to the end of shooting that, I ended up getting better because I got some help. But I discovered that I'm a scientist. I became so profoundly interested. I've been studying neurology for like 5 years now, and the Dr. Woodrue just kind of opened up this whole different part of my cerebral cortex, my brain, just kind of, and so that was, it's neat, because when I watch it, I see kind of what I was going through, because it's kind of the same what he was going through. So it was a really special show, and I think they made a big mistake canceling what I heard. Thank you.
Just so you guys will put that about 10 minutes left, so
Oh, Kevin, stop taking so long on the answers.
No. Just wanted to try to get everyone through, but let's probably thank you for the way.
I'm David, and I just want to say it's not a question, just a hallmark of the actor who plays the nice person. But
Thank you.
I was really happy to be best at it, pretending to be one.
I'm hanging in the morning before the night is done. Russell was so chipper that day. I was like, today's the day. And the prop guy came up to me and was like, hey, so we don't have retractable forks. Russell said that you trust him to do it with a real fork. And I was like, yeah, I trust him. And he did it with a real fork. And he was like that far away. And I trust him with my life, so he's like my big bro. So, so the real forking.
Hey Kevin, my name is Gio.
What's up, Gio?
How's it going? I love you in Legion, Smoking Aces, Bad Eggs, everything. You're great. So I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite movie you've been in? And what's your favorite thing about it?
It's really hard to answer, but and I never had an answer for that until I played Proximus. Yeah, I never had an answer for it because I put them all kind of at the same level. But no matter how big, small the character is within the narrative that they live in, I always loved all of them. When I showed them, no matter how nasty or I love playing all of them, except for the character from the cockpit. That really messed me up. But when I played Proximus, to be able to completely escape, immerse myself in a way that I'd always been trying to do in my past character. So yeah, it would definitely be Proximus Caesar.
Awesome, that was a really great part.
Thank you, man.
My initial question was going to be what your relationship was, or history was with Planet Apes. Kind of already answered that.
Yeah.
So, on behalf of my wife, I'd like to ask you, were you able to work with the apes to kind of develop the character? Was there any actual interaction with real apes instead of just like watching
My instinct to say this is, you would laugh at this. Yeah, I work with Owen T. Owen is so chimpanzee, and he admits it. He's like, I'm way more chimpanzee than human, and he, most of my interactions were through documentaries, and then I spent quite a bit of time at the zoo in Sydney. Working with Owen, just being so. Owen spent like 3 weeks at the sanctuary. He still goes. He and I click into these characters, and it's really the most amazing feeling when you're working with people who are just who buy in as much as you do. And he and I would get to the end of the case, we'd look at each other, and we would be shaking, and like tears would run down our faces, and just kind of like, you. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. Yeah, thank you.
Yesterday when I got drunk, I talked a little bit about it. Now the table time. Could you elaborate on what my personal favorite movie is?
Wow, Darkest Night. Yeah, that was a great experience. We had a very little budget, and it was the first time anyone had entrusted me with the lead and the narrative, and I really took it to heart. And I tried to infuse all Shields with. I really tried to. I'm so glad that I had kids before I had shot that, because that would have been harder for me to do. It was easier for me to imagine him having gone through that trauma without having kids, because that would torture me. But it was a really, really heartfelt experience all around, because everyone was doing it for the love of making the film. I love the way it turned out. And thanks for bringing it up. Thanks. So a lot of people were asking me to sign up. Darkest Night. I was like, wow, this is great, because I felt like I don't know, I kind of felt like not enough people saw it, but apparently they all did. So that's really cool. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll tell Paul Shields. He's
Hi,
somewhere in here.
my name's Brittany.
Brittany? Hi, Brittany.
I was listening when you talk about the string. That no one is talking about the
Yeah,
string.
this is fact, right? Yeah, I'm here to save the world for all of you, you know.
So lovable in that show. You were hilarious and really wrong. I wanted to ask, did you take any photos of your rebar? Did you?
I definitely have my rebar, right? You know. And I have my rebar. I have one of Satrapian's king. Yeah, because he was my favorite character. He was also my favorite human. I love that man so much. And the father-son thing that was happening on screen was also happening in real life. We would always get emotional talking about David. We would always he would call me and was like, so where are you going to live? And I was like, wherever you live, where you live. So we would rent houses as close to each other, and he'd come and hang out. He would help my daughter when she was born, and lots of pictures of him old. So, he had to be so far away from his family. So we became family.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for my favorite character. Thank you for making that show.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell Pat. Hi there, how you doing?
Yeah, my name's Hayden. Nice to meet you on Friday.
Yeah, how are you?
Thanks. I'm super fascinated by Dave's school and just what you talked about that. I know you said focus on that was most of the movement and the anatomy, but I'm curious in the other actors you know that were in school, kind of part of that form, how you all played and sparred in Dave's school, and then you're talking kind of about the vanity and check people. Did you ever find that the kind of natural vanity of Proximus as a character as a king? You really use that to your advantage, so that
He was, it was interesting, most people were playing apes. I figured out, this is like some kind of junior Tropic Thunder shit, but I wanted to figure out how to play the ape, but then I needed to figure out how to play the ape who's trying to play a human.
That came through.
Yeah, thank you. And it was interesting. It was like we would do improvs, and it was exactly what you had said, where it started off with Owen, and the first time I met Owen, he came up to me when they cut out of the scene. He was doing a scene with Freya, and he came over and he was so curious about me, but was still Noah, and he kept reaching his hand. And I was like, oh my God, I'd only baked around one person before. I was like, you want me to do this here in front of everybody? People don't even know me yet. And he kept calling me. It's like he gave me the ticket to ride, and then my chest just kind of popped out. And, just like, what is your name? No, I have much to tell you. And we went off and we improvised for 45 minutes and found a lot of stuff that infused into the movie. We would have talks with Wes about what we had discovered, and then he put me in scenes in a room, and he'd bring in like an eye at the suit, and then he'd put Yar. And it was all about those hierarchies that occurred, and we became very aware of them through improv.
Notice like an alpha like that would answer respect, but I noticed that my Carson is smart enough to not be respect.
Absolutely, yeah. Like with Anaya, he was very, very scared of me in the improvs. So I remember, Anaya, I hear you are a good climber. Very fast. The fastest. And I kind of had him on my side, it's kind of like all the improvs, it's like trying to bring them over. I was trying to make them understand. This is why I'm like, Josh was not bad, but like, he seems like a bad guy. But he knows that if humans end up empowered, that they're going to end up, the apes are going to end up in cages, they're going to end up in laboratories, and why would that change? Right? So, he's under the gun, he's just got to, are there more of those in there? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm told we have 4 minutes left. We think we can rapid fire this?
I'll be quick, sorry. Quick answers.
Larry, out of all your physical roles, which was the most taxing physically, but most rewarding?
Proximus. Yeah, because it was like playing the entire different anatomy. The amount of time that I had to rehearse to really figure it out, that was a real luxury. And it all came through in a way that I feel really proud of. Thanks, bro. How you doing, bro? Funniest movie? I think Abigail's the funniest movie. I honestly think, I haven't done a lot of funny movies, but to me, that was the funniest. I laughed so loud when I watched that.
Hey, bud.
My name is Christian, and I was wondering, how was it working on Scooby-Doo? Black Knight.
You know what? I feel really bad telling this story. So many people are excited about what I did in Scooby-Doo too. But the director, Vaha Dosno, I believe is his name, I was in a 15-foot suit. My head was in the belly button, and I had metal rods on my head. And I was kind of treated like they found me in the middle of the forest, like I was some kind of Sasquatch, and they were just like, do what we say. And one day I got into the costume and I said, I have pretty fast metabolism, I'm going to have to pee somewhere in the next couple hours. They're like, yeah, we got to get you set. So I get set a couple hours ago. I really have to pee. And they're like, yeah, we're going to get you a shot. 5 hours go by. I really have to pee. They're like, dude, 16 hours. I'm not joking. 5 o'clock in the morning, my body's going into shock, and I'm terrified to let anything out because there's a $300,000 shoot. I get to set, and I stay in my line. This is the only time this has ever happened, because I am a nice guy, but if you push me too hard, you know, I'm a hockey player for the end of the day. So I start to shoot the thing, and it's like, okay, so I say my line, and the director says, stop shaking. And I go, I have to pee so bad, I'm so sorry, I'm trying not to shake. He's like, okay, try again. He's like, stop shaking. And I have never told this until I feel bad. A lot of guys, I'm sure you're a cool guy, but yeah, you're gonna have to think a lot of money work with you again. But I started yelling. I lost my mind. My body was in shock, and they finally took it off, and I just peed right in front of them. The only time that I've ever, I was like, look, dude, y'all are disrespecting me. I'm gonna mark my territory. And I didn't go back to that movie. And then the next day, I got the call to play Booth in Walking Tall. So I was like, woo! So a lot of the physical stuff in that movie, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't actually do. So you can imagine how I feel. I think I made it pretty clear.
All right, last question.
I can't do short answers. I'm so sorry, bro. Will you shut up?
No.
What's up, bro?
I want to ask you about the career. I want to ask you how far you got hockey before you quit, how far it was to quit.
I quit when I was 14. I had some OHL teams on my dad. I was 6'6". I was like probably about 210 pounds, and I was a forward. And Lindros had just been drafted about 3-4 years before, and they were trying to get me to be an enforcer. This is a different era of hockey, right? So, yeah. And I didn't like hurting people. I was pretty good at it, but I didn't like it. And I was being benched a lot because I wouldn't go out and hurt the guys that they wanted me to hurt. And I ended up being put head first in the boards. And I went black. Woke up about 15 minutes later. And I couldn't do anything. I thought it was all done. And then movement started coming back. And then I begged the coach to put me on in the third period. And I went on. And then I hurt that kid so bad that I didn't want to play anymore. Because all they wanted they wanted something from me that was a part of the game. But I had worked so hard on this game and sticking in. I was always the first kid on the ice last kid to leave. I just loved the sport just because I was a giant. So that's why I wrote this movie, because a guy who doesn't necessarily love his job as an enforcer, but hockey is all that he understands and knows and loves. And so he continues to do what he has to do, which brings on a lot of difficult circumstances. I won't tell you the whole story, but you have to look out for the hockey player. Good luck, man. Go down with stars.
All right, before we go, let's take us up with the audience. So we're going to turn around.
Oh, I love it.
All bunch up, and
Love it.
that'd be a good way to close it out.
I love it.